All right. I'm gonna wait a few minutes just to let more people get on for a minute. Let me double check on and make sure that we are live. I believe it says so. Okay, there we go. All right, we're on there. Got it. Okay. All right, where we at? All right, there we go. All right, sounds good. Okay, so that's right. You can always go back and watch the replay. All right. So anyway, here we go. All right, Macon County. Macon County. Want to officially congratulate Sawanda Wilson. I was, as of last night, the votes were in, but they said you had some provisional ballots. Somebody said something about absentee, different this and that, so forth. So I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's my first time around, so I'll just wait and see what they say today. So went down to the courthouse and talked to them and got the official information and talked about the provisionals and if they made a difference or they didn't. At the end of the day, I was 2 votes behind Kerry Thompson. Really the stuff that the provisionals they actually didn't even make a difference look like. So anyway, I ended up being 2 votes behind Kerry Thompson, and then 2 more votes behind for having enough to force a runoff. So 4 votes away from a runoff. Um, you know, 2 votes away from being in second place, or tied for second. But here's the thing: I want to congratulate Miss Wilson because she ran a good, clean campaign. I didn't hear anything negative. I told them I'm not going to have anything negative to say about her. And ran a good, clean campaign, boots on the ground. I think one of her campaign people said they knocked on every door in Notasulga. I said, oh wow, well, I don't know, y'all might have it then. I just didn't have the time. I work, I referee, I take care of my mom. We're working on trying to overcome dementia. I mean, but his boots on the ground. I mean, she not had a team of looked like about 20 people that were out and about, and signs everywhere, stickers on the car, the whole 9 yards. She did all the classic fish fries. She fried some fish, had the bouncy house. I mean, that's if you following the playbook for a successful campaign, she followed the playbook. You know what I'm saying? She understood the assignment of how a campaign is supposed to run. Now, me, on the other hand, I decided I was gonna be a rebel. I said, "Nah, forget that. I'm a millennial. We don't follow rules. We don't do things the old-fashioned way. I ain't frying no fish. I'm go live. Do my social media and stuff, and send out texts and email blasts, and just try to get the conversation around town. And yeah, I put my signs all over town because people from District 4 go all over town. But the at the end of the day, a predominantly virtual campaign that I ran only came 4 votes short of getting to the next step. So that should go to show anyone that virtual is possible. And if I would have had more boots on the ground and all the rest of the stuff, then we may have been a whole lot closer. But here's the definition. If you go to Google right now and you search the word campaign. When you search the word campaign, the first line that pulled up, it said an organized course of action to achieve a goal. Now, we typically think of campaign as a political campaign, but that's not what Google says. That's not what the dictionary says. The dictionary says an organized course of action to achieve a goal. So, as a parent of a child in the school system and plenty of nieces and nephews, I should always be campaigning, regardless of an election, for the best things that will bring about a better school system. I should all of us, year round, should be campaigning for the type of ideas I had. The after school program, the after school program, that teaches the financial literacy and cryptocurrency, NFTs, drones, coding, acting, modeling, video production, gardening, sustainability, a metaverse room at every school, a podcast at every school, talent show, more talent shows at every school, motivational speaking videos during homeroom. Social media awards every month to recognize the student of the week, the athlete of the week, the scholar of the week, whatever, so forth. And also recognizing the students who are content creators themselves who are making good content, because we got kids right now in K through 12 Macon County that are going to be superstars in lots of different ways, actors, comedians, singers, rappers, all of that. They're going to be famous one day, and the question is, did we really nurture that talent, or did we just keep them on reading, writing, and arithmetic? So let's nurture that talent. As a parent in Macon County, all of us should be campaigning. Even if you don't have a kid in the school system, you should be campaigning for increased revenue, getting more fans in the stands, making more money, having sponsors everywhere, plastered everywhere. Stop making each of them paying thousands of dollars, or big sponsors paying $10,000 to sponsor stuff. And we should all be campaigning for better strength and conditioning for training for our coaches to make sure they're training our kids the right way, and coaching clinics to make sure we got all the winning strategies and techniques. We all should be campaigning for integrating Tuskegee K through 12 collaboration, and not just 11 through 12. So a campaign is not over if you're continually using a organized course of action to achieve a goal. So I encourage every parent in Macon County to campaign at the Board of Education meetings, to your elected representative from District 1, 2, 3, 4, or at large, to bring about all the things we need in Macon County school system to bring us at the same level, because with technology has leveled the playing field to where we can bring our little Macon County school system on the same level as New York, LA, Chicago, Atlanta, Houston. It's the same stuff that they're doing there. We can do the same stuff here. Basically, I hope this is coming through good, but I'm about to go ahead and wrap it up. But basically, if we think big and we think we don't think limited, we can do anything here. Anything we believe we can achieve. And I believe Miss Sawanda Wilson is going to represent District 4, especially Notasulga, very well. And I believe she'll have an open ear. I didn't hear anybody on the campaign tell me that my ideas were bad. So I think they all made sense. But I'm not the only parent in the school system with those ideas. We all should be campaigning for those ideas. So let's continue. So Ms. Wilson, I can encourage you, as well as the other members of the board, to consider all of those things that will take us to the next level. Other than that, just want to say again, congratulations. You guys ran a good campaign. I did it the millennial way. Y'all did it the old-fashioned way. 2024, it might be something else coming up. So, and also stay following this page, because it may change into something else. I can't tell you what right now, but just stay following this page. Also, if you follow I'll be doing for the next week, I'm going to devote the Power Living with Purpose podcast, my podcast, and my YouTube channel to encouragement for other candidates all across the country who didn't win, to be able to overcome, see this as just a setup, a setback as a setup for a comeback, and to stay positive about what you're doing in your community. Because some of the biggest people, some of the most impactful people in communities are not elected officials. They don't have a title. They didn't win an election, but they're some of the most impactful people in their communities. So even if you didn't win, you still can change your entire community. So follow the Power Living with Purpose podcast. That's me on all social media. And I'll be devoting the next week towards motivational speeches, spoken word, and podcast episodes about helping every candidate to bounce back and to keep a positive outlook. You know, if somebody wondering, am I sad? Am I mad? If you think I'm sad or mad, you don't know me very well. That's not how I roll. I'm always going to be moving to the next level and thinking bigger. And God, last but not least, God told me about a month ago. He said, I was praying about the election. He told me, he said, be prepared to accomplish your goals even if you don't win. And I was like, God, what you talking about? But then I thought about it, and like I said, the definition of campaign is the answer. You should always be campaigning for what you believe should happen in your community. All right, well, it's been 10 minutes. I've been going. I didn't mean to go this long, but that's why I have a podcast, because I like to talk. All right, congratulations, Miss Sawanda Byrd Wilson and all of her campaign team, and Macon County. Let's get to the next level, and everybody keep campaigning for your community, working hard and doing what you can. God bless. God bless you. And God bless the United States of America. And God bless Macon County.